Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Block off of play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lance looking to throw it. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying, all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Being chased out left. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. Now it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now... Two times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 31, Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off, and with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. And this goes out wide for Drake. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground with Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Block now to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From midfield, here's Locke. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Barkley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will force a turnover on downs. on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, Lance. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Locke. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Now Lance. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Locke's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Locke. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Locke now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they faked the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6 yards brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Locke. Flush to his right to Barkley on the check down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Clock now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, it's Gibson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
2nd and 11 now.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check 55, check 55.
Locke going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Locke off of play action. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw, it's Lance. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give your...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three yards remain for second down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and 10. Lock. Forced out to his left. That is caught. Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Lock to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lock. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Barkley. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Let's go, let's go.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Go. 54 is mine, 54 is mine. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Mike 5-4.
Here's Lock. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what is it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Eagles, they remain as high